Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is episode 6 of Let's Play Project Balance for Crusader Kings 2. And where we left off last, we were an 11-year-old boy with an upcoming birthday. We are currently patient and also shy. Now, there's 3 items I'd like to address briefly before we begin playing again. First off, number 1 is that I was talking with Meneth, who is the mod maker of Project Balance, and there's a couple things coming up. First off, I discovered that this is rather historic, actually, seeing the Byzantine Empire lose a kingdom or two this early in the year 1070, 1071. It doesn't seem like that's the case usually in vanilla CK2. I usually seem to see, the Byzantine Empire remaining strong for the entire game. But that is really one of the goals of this mod, is to be more historically plausible, so that's pretty neat. Second is that in the next upcoming patch for Project Balance, he intends to add an event to explain this rum creation, since my reaction is apparently pretty common, just seeing rum appear out of nowhere like that. So there's going to be more of a description for it, kind of similar to, I imagine, what happens when Jerusalem is conquered, like one of those big, huge events that pop up in the middle and let you know what happened, something like that. Third is that I did update the Dungeons and Sieges mod as part of the package that you see in the description of this video. So there was a comment made, or a couple comments made a while back about how the reason why we weren't getting anyone captured is because I wasn't personally leading the siege. And that's true, but I checked on it anyway, and it wasn't functioning in the first place. So even if I had been leading it, it wouldn't have worked. So I did fix it, and you can download that from any description on any of the Project Balance videos. Since it all links to a Google Documents site, I've just updated the file version, the revision of it, so it's all kind of automatic. It's one of the things that's really nice about Google Documents, is that you can dynamically update files, and all the links still work. So, neato burrito. Let's move on. So, happy birthday to me. It's coming up soon. My liege's liege is dealing with the Byzantine Civil War to reduce crown levies, which is, always the right thing to be fighting over after losing tremendous amounts of territory to the Muslims. Good idea, right? Let's just continue to fight amongst ourselves. Of course, I'm shy. I'm a recluse. And looks like our Basilius has won. He imprisoned him and then released him. How did you get blind? It'd be nice if I could see why you were blinded. 12 years old. My regent is infirm. That's sad. I hope he doesn't die soon. He's an old man all of a sudden. Now, one thing I noticed is, look at this, over in Skopje, whatever it is, there's this Bulgarian unrest, which is a huge modifier to tax income, levy, increases revolt risk. We're still at 0% here because of the recent revolt, but we've got a slight revolt risk here and here. Culture clash. What's that all about? Is that because my culture is different than my capital, maybe? No, the culture here is Aberesh. That is my culture. This is my capital. But we still have a culture clash. We have a culture clash here. And we have Bulgarian unrest. What is Bulgarian unrest? Is that just in the kingdom of Bulgar, probably? I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of unrest over here. I don't know, I didn't really see an event for it, but apparently something's going on in Bulgar. Of course, this is part of Bulgar. How come this one doesn't have it? I don't know. I can't give you an answer. Everyone apparently is suffering this culture clash issue. Is it because... I don't know. I really don't understand it. Improved olive production. I would love that. It's not a very big increase, but we'd take it. My uncle wants a fief. My regent, being a drunk who's paranoid, would say probably not something nearly as comprehensible or comprehensive. What is the word I'm trying to think of here? It's I'm completely drawing a blank. Something that could not be understood. Let's just tell him he's not ready. Comprehension. I need comprehension. I do not make sense. Happy birthday. It's coming up again. I can't wait to turn 16. Bad news. High taxes in Orid. My stay, I have found a great philosopher who has agreed to help me with my studies to enhance the culture. We could learn noble customs and increase it by 2 points, which would be 0.2%, which it's not a lot of money, and it's coming from my court chaplain, a religious man. Only 11 gold. Sure, why not? Sounds good. This guy is, he's diplomatic, he's a scholar, he's going to care about books, learning. He's not particularly well learned or learned himself, but, he drunkenly says to the man, "Sure, let's do it. Sounds good." That's my drunk voice. I'm not actually drunk. I should get drunk. That would be interesting. I have never done Drunken Crusader Kings. Oh, now, what's all this about? Let me guess, it's another war against, something that's going to make our own realm weak. So, the Basilius is now defending against somebody in the war for someone's claim on the Empire. Wonderful. Now, he does seem to have most of the power, and we're on his side. He's got 3,000 men. Now, would my craven man actually go to war? He's shockingly lazy and infirm. No, he's just going to hang out. We shall do nothing. We'll just sit here. In which case he dies. You know that thing where you work your whole life and then you retire and then you get lazy because you're retired and then you die? That's what just happened to him. So we have a new regent. It is apparently our court chaplain. That's nice. He died bedridden and infirm. I wonder who replaced him. My mother was married to him. He used to own the barony of... Oop. This guy owns it now. Interesting. Alright, so my regent is a left-handed man. That's kind of different. Mastermind theologian. He is paranoid, gregarious, deceitful. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Because he's paranoid, he doesn't trust anyone, he's going to want control over the education of me. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of this girl. Let's have someone else educate her. Anybody. She's just, I don't even know who she is. She's just a random person, so go away. As soon as she goes away, my regent's going to take control over my own education because he doesn't trust anybody. Yes, educate child. Me. Now, unfortunately, that means that we're probably going to end up getting a learning education. I would have liked to get something else, but it's just the way that it is. Oh, and we need to replace our logothetes to dromo. Drom something. Let's go with, I'm actually going to pick this guy because he's got the ambition and because he's got a higher learning score, which makes me, my regent's he's a church man, so he's going to want someone with some learning behind him. So let's pick that guy instead of the best guy. How about we try to improve diplomatic relations with, I don't know, the Basilius. Seems like the right thing to do. We have won the siege. What are you talking about? I am not sieging anything. I'm being tutored. My liege, I have tried to make some guy like us better. Who cares? That guy is just a baron. Doesn't really matter. Probably should check the marriage decision thing. Just marry our courtiers. I think that's probably just a wise thing to do in general because it seems to satisfy people who have marriage desires, marriage ambition. And it also helps to make sure you've got lots of people in your realm to choose from for your council. I find myself speaking and acting more and more like my guardian. Well, it doesn't surprise me considering he's gregarious. So he's trying to turn me back to the culture that my father was, this Ellinica. So yes, of course, I'm just a boy. During my visit to the court of Basilius Constantios, the Bewitched, I seem to have managed to make him understand. Well, that's always nice. He is the Bewitched. I hope he wins this war. Where's your army, man? He is currently winning it. I don't know how he's winning it if he's not actually actively sieging anything. Or is he? I'm not part of this, am I? I'm confused. So this guy is the one who is attacking... What now? He's hostile with all of that? Wow. So it looks like the Basilius must have started down here. Is that his army there? Yeah, he's got 5,000 men. It's kind of weird being doubly, 2 layers down from the actual top liege, because I don't actually get to see his army. I just get to see the little men. I like being able to see more. Do Mikhail was imprisoned. Is this another war? She is attacking Do Michael. A claim on Paristrion. So this duchy, she wants it. I wonder why she gets to press that claim. He's a male. My uncle is part of the war. I would really like to know more about this Bulgarian unrest modifier. It's pretty nasty. I'm 14. I'm still just patient and shy. Just patiently waiting. Let's take a quick break. I'm curious to see what happened up here. Looks like England is still English, and they even have part of this area here, which makes me think that yeah, Richard William Mezeruno de Normandy. Also, I think known as Duke William the Bastard. Or not. King William the Conqueror? Yeah, okay, so the Bastard won. Duke William won. And then he died, a maimed cripple, 15 years ago, in fact. He was succeeded by this guy, who then died in 1075, in March 20th. So 5 years into his rule, he lost control of England. And it looks like presently, I think those are the only 2 people who had it. No, actually, it's actually changed hands quite a bit. Oh wow, look at that. So, temporarily, King Harold the Conqueror from Norway had control. Then Duke William the Bastard took it. 5 years later, this guy... Oh wait, I'm getting my timing off here. Died a maimed cripple in 1070. It's my 3 years, though. Oh well, either way, eventually King Richard here came into power. For some reason he hates me. Why do you hate me so much, buddy? Being zealous? That's it? Can't we all just get along? Hey, you know what just will be a great idea is let's have another faction war. Sound good? Let's get really, really stupidly weak against all these Muslims. Sounds smart. Right, okay, so we are 14. We're going to be coming of age soon. Here comes our 15th birthday. Let's see if we gain any stats. Not much, mostly learning. Apparently we can press a weak claim. Is that my uncle died? My cousin is in power. Okay, well I'm going to wrap it up here, and then we'll consider if we should press that claim right now or not. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.